30 terms to know when dealing with a narcissist. Hi everybody, David here. Thank you for watching Crazy Narcissist Ex-Girlfriend. This video I'm making is because of a subscriber request. Actually, a few people asked me to do this one. I have 30 terms you need to know when talking about a narcissist. It's kind of like the lingo everybody uses, and it's good to really know what it is so you know what people are saying, and then you can use them too to express how you feel. Communication is extremely important for everything, and this is no exception. So there's 30 of them. I'm just going to kind of get through them, okay, as fast as I can. Narcissist, the word, came from a Greek myth about a man named Narcissus who was so beautiful, people loved him, people fell in love with him, and he actually had a disdain for people that loved him. So somebody recognized this. They dragged him to a little pond where he could stare at his reflection, and he fell in love with himself so much until he died. That's the myth. So the word narcissist stuck. First word, narcissistic supply. Fuel, energy, emotions. It's what they live off of. They can't love, they can't receive love. So the love that we give them is like energy. It's like fuel. It's what they want. It's what they need. They need it. They need people. They need this stuff. This is what they're doing all of this for. And it could be negative. It could be positive. It's drama. It's when they hurt you. It's your reaction you have when you found out that they cheated on you. It makes them feel important. Everything can be fuel, more than you even could think. So negative, positive, drama, emotions, love, hate. And they actually, I believe they love the negative stuff more. It's a way for them to know they're in control. They have to be in control. Entitlement. They have a false sense of entitlement, meaning they believe that everything belongs to them, everything is for them. If you do something nice for them, they aren't appreciative. You should be doing something nice to them. It's them. They're godlike, omnipotence. Mirroring. This is what they'll do, kind of like when they meet you and they're prepping you for a target. They see that you're a potential target, and then they want you. They want to suck you in, make you their number one supply, right? So they mirror you. It's like holding up a mirror, and now you're looking at yourself. You fall in love with yourself. Basically, they're just trying to be who you want them to be. They figure out who the most ideal person for you is, and they become that person with all their lies. Which leads me to false self. The false self is a way for them to hide their shame. The things that happen to them when they're a child, they don't know how to deal with it, so they lie. Early on in their adolescence, they realize they're completely different than everybody else. So what they do is they lie so they can become like everyone else. It's their ego, inflated ego. It's huge but fragile. It's easy to stroke their ego, and it's easy to crush it. Idealization. It's the first stage of dating. It's what we call love bombing, where they just love, they bomb you with so much love and appreciation, and they idealize you. It's the first stage. Then you get into the second stage, devaluation. Devaluation, they start devaluing you. It could be ridicules, it could be little snide comments, it could be cheating. Cheating is a way to devaluate who you are. Hitting is a huge devaluation. You want someone to feel horrible about themselves if you hit them. Projection. They project what they do onto you. So if they're cheating, they say you're cheating. They're lying, they say you're lying. They hit you and they say you hit me. It's like a film projector, right? They film what they're doing and then they shine it back on you and say, look, you're doing it. It's the best way for me to explain it. Projection. Deflecting and blame shifting. They obviously did something wrong, like always. You try and bring it up to them, and they deflect it over to somebody else. They blame shift. They shift the blame right over to somebody else, right over to something else. It wasn't my fault. It's because the car was dying. It wasn't my fault. My dog ate my homework. Well, why does your dog have your homework? You know what I mean? It's just constant blame shifting, constant deflecting. They never admit they're wrong. They never say they're sorry. Triangulation. Triangulation, the triangle, they bring that third person into the relationship, and it's horrible. Say they'll be talking to you and they tell you, oh, you know, your husband or boyfriend, the narcissist, says, oh, Shirley wants to go out to lunch with me. And yeah, I know we used to date, but it's over now and we have to do this for business. And it really helps. So I'm going to go out to lunch with her. And you're kind of like, I don't know if I'm comfortable with that. You know, I don't know. And they go, oh, no, don't worry. Don't worry. It's just Shirley. She's nothing to me, you know. He goes out to lunch with Shirley. And you call because they're an hour late, and he answers the phone. She's laughing, whatever, and you're like, "What the hell's going on? Why do you need a 2.5 hour lunch?" And he says, "Oh, don't be jealous. It's just Shirley." And then Shirley gets on the phone and says, "Oh, you have no reason to worry, hon. We're just having a great time and catching up on old times." Like when you guys used to date, catching up on old times. Bullshit. You know, I mean, do you see that? That triangulation. Now it's not just you and him. It's you and him and her. You know what I mean? And it gets really bad. I'll talk about it later because people will actually end up sharing a narcissist. That's what they'll end up doing. It's fucking sick. Narcissistic injury. Well, I was talking about their fragile little egos. They're huge egos, but fragile, right? So it's so easy. Some little thing you could tell them they're doing wrong. Or you could even say somebody else is doing wrong. And they'll freak the fuck out on it. And they'll think you're talking about them because everything's about them, right? So now that's an injury. Ooh, ow. If you were to leave them, huge injury. If you were to tell them, talk about their shame and tell them what they were when they were little kids and they should be ashamed of this, huge injuries. How they react to narcissistic injury is narcissistic rage. That rage is nasty. It's when the mask fully comes off and you can see it in their eyes, man. They're crazy. They'll do anything to you. They'll attack you. They're out of control. And that's really maybe the only time you see the true them. When their false self is ripped off and they become enraged. And that's who they are. Dark, sinister, nasty pieces of shit. Cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance. It's basically when you have inconsistent thought, okay? And when your beliefs, ideas, and values don't match reality. So say they did something to hurt you, you bring it up and say that hurt me, and they run out the door. Now you brought what you wanted to bring it up to have some kind of validation, to feel better about yourself about what happened, you know? When somebody hurts you, they need to say, hey, I hurt you, I realize it, acknowledge it, and apologize for it. Well, instead, they just ran out the fucking door. So what do? You make up excuses. Oh, they aren't very good at dealing with this because of their childhood, whatever. You aren't, it's okay, they love me, they told me they love me. It's when the rational becomes rationalizing. You're now rationalizing their behavior to fit what really fucking hurts. Or I should say, would hide what really, the truth that really hurts. You're rationalizing. Splitting, black and white thinking. Splitting is black and white thinking, and basically it's where you split everything either good or bad. And that's what they do. And they can't understand or see that the good and bad can be together in the same picture. No. It's good or bad. You know what I mean? It's like, I hate everyone that works one shift at this restaurant. You know, the lunch shift crew is always just shit. They all fucking suck, but the night crew is awesome. I love the night crew. So I go to dinner just during the night crew. They're all great. Lunch shift, every one of them fucking pieces of shit. Night crew, every one of them are great. Just black and white thinking. They can't understand that, like, hey, there could be some pieces of shit and good people in the night crew and in the lunch crew. No. It's got to be this and that. That's it. Gaslighting. I made a video, Gaslight Inside the Narcissist's Mind. I recommend you watch that video. I go into way more detail of what gaslighting is. And it's manipulation, basically. It's crazy making. It's all the word salad, where they jumble up all the words. You know, that doesn't make sense. Timelines. This is very important, and it's something I dealt with a lot, and you really need to pay attention to this because they screw up timelines. They they'll get mad at you for something you did, and all you did was a reaction to something they did. So say they screw you over, and you get so pissed off, you yell at them and call them a fucking asshole. You know, well, bam, you're a piece of shit. You're wrong because you called me an asshole. Well, look, you just cheated on me. I called you an asshole and you cheated on me. No. You were calling me an asshole, and that's why I cheated on you, because you call me names. No. I wasn't calling you any fucking names before you went and put your dick in Sally. No, I wasn't calling you any names. I'm calling you an asshole because you put your dick in Sally. Say, oh, no. And why do you have to say it? I didn't go put my dick in Sally. I told you how it happened. It wasn't my fault. And, this is all manipulation. This is all gaslighting. Gaslighting is an old movie. Back in the day, we used to use gas to light our lights. And you can turn them up or down, turn the gas up or down, makes the lights brighter and dimmer. And this guy used to do, in the movie, this to this to his wife to make her go crazy. He would change the lights, say, no, it wasn't me. You okay? You feeling okay? I didn't see him dim. That's gaslighting. Basically, so much of what they do is gaslighting. It's manipulation. It's to make you feel like you're crazy. Basically, they know there's something very different about them. And when they feel like you're starting to find out that there's something wrong with them, they try and make you feel like you're crazy and it's you, not them. They're hiding who they really are that way. Trauma bond. I have a movie called The Narcissist Bond. A movie. A video. The Narcissist Bond. I recommend watching it. I go way more into detail about the trauma bond, the narcissist bond, and it's the bond they create with you. And basically, it's like a drug. You start dating them. The things they do, they go so over the fucking top that your serotonin levels start raising and rising, and you get those great rushes and feelings just like drugs. And then, bam, they'll just hurt you so bad that you don't know what the fuck's going on. And then who's there to pick you up? They're there to pick you up every time they hurt you. So now they're saving you. Now they're a savior. And the second they pull away, it's like that drug is gone. It's that bond that's being created. And there's shaming bond. There's ways that there's things they get you to do that's normally not something you would do, or it goes against your value system. They get you to do that, and they accept it at first, and they accept all your shame. And that is a way to get to bond with you. And for you to bond with them, it's like, oh, they accept your shame and everything. They later rub that shame in your face, but at first you bond with them. It's a total bond. It's actually a chemical bond in your head too. That's why after they're gone, you can't figure out why you still miss them. It's like a drug. You missed your drug. Discard. Discard is when they're done with you and they throw you away like a piece of trash. They discard you. They're done. Because all you are is an object, a tool, an appliance. I've used car as a reference before. When they're done with you, they discard you. Now, I believe there's a couple different discards. I believe that you can be discarded several times through the relationship. And in basically, I like to call it a silent treatment. The silent treatment. They stop talking to you. These people will walk right out the fucking door when you don't know what the fuck just happened. You don't know what happened. What the fuck? They just walked out the door. They won't tell you nothing. Silent treatment. Let you figure it out. Let you worry. And all you're really going to do is sit there and go, God, was it me? What did I do? What could I do to make it better? I hope they come back. And I hope they're okay. And then there's like a final discard. Okay, and that would be like, it's the grand finale, and it's basically, they got the fireworks and the food and the drinks, and it's all ready and everyone's there. It's a huge party. Final discard. They could leave you crippled in the hospital, surgery, just lost your house, just lost your job, and they could have made it possible for you to lose all that stuff. They may be trying to get you to kill yourself, commit suicide. They're going to leave you on Christmas Eve when you have family over. I mean, it's just crazy. They will plan it so that it's so nasty you are left crippled. So they can come back when they feel like it. So they can leave you for a few months and come back, and you'll still be there waiting for them. Fucked up, crippled. It's sick. Smear campaign. They do a little campaign to smear who you are. Why do they do this? Because they know you're going to figure out who they are someday, right? And you're going to tell everyone else. They know that they're abusing you. They know they're hitting you. They know they're cheating on you. They know they're calling you names. They know they suck. So they're going to tell other people you suck. They're going to do it first, because the first thing you hear about somebody is the one that always sticks. They get to these people now. It could be early on. It could be while everything's going great in your relationship still, or so you think. And they're out there telling your father, your mother, your brother, your sister, your friends, your coworkers, people you're in school with. They are telling them that you're a bad piece of shit, that you hit them, that you beat them, that you cheat on them, that you're a liar, that you talk shit about them. They'll say, oh yeah, do you know that Christy said that you're a piece of shit? And I don't know why. You seem like a fine guy, but she always talks about you, says you're a bad person. Smear campaign. It's a way of isolating you. People that abuse victims, they need to isolate that victim so other people can't see what they're doing, so other people don't know. And then if they finally tell them, they won't believe it. Flying monkeys. These people that they're smearing you to are their flying monkeys, in a sense. People that think that they're such a good person no matter what they do, because they don't really show them, you know. These narcissists, they pick you as their number one supply, and they don't show who they are to anybody else. They only pick on you and abuse you, isolate you so no one can see it. And if you try and tell anyone, they lie. And then they have flying monkeys that reinforce who they are, support who they are. You go and try and talk to them, they will bury you. I made another movie. I made a video about that called Don't Be a Flying Monkey. And let's see, no contact. No contact is absolutely vitally important for your recovery, for your health, for your safety, for your life. You cannot fuck around with these people. Okay, you cannot try and help them. They will never change. During no contact is when they are very, very dangerous. Okay, because they will do anything it takes to get you back. Okay, they will do everything they can, and all it takes sometimes, man, you guys, I talk to so many people, I listen to so many stories, and I've listened to countless people tell me how strong they are now. They feel better, they're doing better. This is my last video I'm ever going to watch, David. I congratulate them, good job, okay, just don't forget who you are, where you came from. They call me back in a week and say, oh, they Hoover me and sucked me back in, and I feel horrible about myself. I can't believe it. I thought I was so strong, and all it took was the second I heard their voice, I caved. I'm telling you, these guys know what they're doing. They're master manipulators, and they don't care about you. It's a nasty combination. And you love them. No contact is a fucking must. Do not contact these people. I understand some of you have children. Okay, you treat it like a fucking business. Everything's for the child. It's going to be harder, it's going to be tougher, but you will not contact them outside of that child. And if you don't have children with them, you do not contact them, period. I don't care if you have a business with them, a house with them. You heal and get yourself better before you contact them. You can go back whenever you want. Screw the house, screw the business, screw everything else. No contact means just don't not reply to their messages on Facebook. Cut the damn Facebook off. Block their emails or turn your email off. You do this for a while. I don't care. It doesn't mean you're weak. It's not giving in. It doesn't mean they won. It's actually showing them that you don't need them or want them anymore. They can't handle that shit. Trust me. That's revenge. You won. Gray rock. I'm sure you guys can kind of figure out what that is. Gray rock. No emotions, no drama, no reactions. Okay, they tell you your car's outside on fire. You say, okay, thank you. I'll go out there the next break I get and put it out. You know what I mean? This is what you're going to do to not give them anything and not react. And it's a good way, if you have to be around them still, to not lose yourself and lose your energy. You know, they suck your energy like fucking vampires. If you can learn not to give them energy, you feel better and they go away. Hoover. I have a video called Resist the Hoover. Please watch it. It's important, and I go way more into detail. Hoover is after the Hoover vacuum, meaning that they hoover around you and they'll suck you back in after no contact. Resist the Hoover. Okay? Don't care if they're hoovering you. Get rid of it. Don't do that no contact. That's why you want to get rid of every single thing you can and not let them have a way to suck you back in. So, resist the Hoover. A harem. A harem is something that male narcissists and female narcissists can and will have. I'll use a female. My ex, after we broke up, she dated somebody for a short period of time, then moved on to his friend, dated him for 2 years, and then moved on to that guy's best friend. She still has an ex she fucks around with that she fucked around with me, an ex before me. Those are 4 guys I know right now, and I know there's more. I haven't been in contact with her in over 3 years or anyone else. That was then. I can't imagine how many she has now. They all hate each other and think she's great. They cannot fucking see that this is her fault. This is his fault. Fuck my friend. My friend, piece of shit, is now with my girlfriend. Well, buddy, your girlfriend's with your friend. That's fucked up. We don't shit where we eat, right? We don't, you know what I mean? It's that's a plus to them. They can fuck your best friend for the next 2 years, 3 years, 4 years in front of you. That's great. The problem is now this guy is mad at him, not her. And, you know, like I said earlier, people will actually share narcissists. I mean, these narcissists are just perfect for multiple marriages or having a mistress, 2 mistresses in a marriage, and they all stay together, and that guy still goes home every night to his to his wife, and will even have a baby with the mistress, and the wife won't divorce him, and the mistress stays around. A harem. They'll have a harem of women or a harem of men. It's insane. I hope I didn't forget any. If I did, or you want to know anything else, please ask me down in the comment section. Okay, guys? Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already and you'd like to see more videos, please subscribe. And if you think this will help somebody else you know, please share it with them. Send it to them. Thank you very much, you guys. Ask me anything. Love yourself first. Take care. Bye-bye.